welcome. These are horse racing selections for Saturday, the 16th of March. I am Flatcap Callum. I am hoping you are all very, very well. I'm I'm just gutted, and I'm sorry to everybody who's been following along this week. Certainly not my finest hour at all. So yeah, it's just a bad run followed by another bad run followed by another bad run is how it feels. So statistically, we're in the mire as far as kind of worst ever run on the channel goes, and so I don't want to be doom and gloom. I just want to be really, really honest about where we're at with things. So, and heading to the fact I've got a week left before I've going on the planned break away from YouTube. So, yeah, this week's not gone how I'd want it to be. We had one day where we were in the fight, and the others there wasn't enough at all. And I'm not going to try and make excuses, but it was a really interesting and unusual Cheltenham for the point of view that there was a lot less big price winners than there has been on previous years. That was a little bit on the trickier side, but the ones that there were, I wasn't on the right ones. I mean, I was on some of the right ones, but not enough of the right ones. So yeah, we didn't end the Cheltenham week in any sort of glory at all. So I'll be honest, yeah. I mean, I got to the end and I was like, yeah, I do YouTube because I like doing it usually, and it's fun, and I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy interacting with people, and I love the community and the spirit that exists within there. Obviously, not everyone's into that, but there's a nice bunch of people following, and I certainly if it wasn't for the fact that next week's going to be the last week, I probably wouldn't have even put some selections out for Saturday. I don't know about even done a proper video, because I'm just not enjoyed a lot of parts of this week in terms of enjoyed doing all the prep and doing the videos, but then when you look at the bare results, it's just not been enjoyable. And I've got a conscience, right? And so people can make their own choices about what they do with the selections I put up, but I know a lot of people follow them. So if I stop doing it, then people will go and find somewhere else where they go and find their selections or make their own selections. So, what's better, me putting up selections when I'm on a terrible run, not knowing when it's going to change, and thinking, well, it will change at some point, I don't know when, but then just putting up, thinking, I can't be sat there thinking every time there's a bet going up and looking at the results, thinking, oh, it's gone badly again, and people will be disappointed. And people have got their own choices. I know that. People make their own choices. It doesn't stop me feeling terrible about the whole thing. So, and I know, and I'll say it to myself, and some of you would also say it to me, that if you go back, history of the channel, we are well ahead. We're well over 20% profit margin for over 2 and a bit years. So that's a decent place to be. And as far as other people on YouTube who record stats, there isn't people that I see out there that, in terms of recording stats legitimately, we've been through this. There's lots of people who just record stats. Some of them a little bit, less clear than others in terms of how they might record those stats. But made profit for year 1, made profit year 2. We are minus 330 for the year after 10 weeks, and it's the 11 weeks thing. It's the last 9 of where it's gone awry. First 2 weeks of the year we were kind of we were all right, and then the last 9 weeks have been awful, absolutely awful, and so many days not hitting it close. Time and history says to me it will click and it will change, and I've gone back through a number of times. I've said about what I've been doing, and yeah, I'm not doing anything dramatically different to what I was doing before. The first year I was on YouTube, there was a little bit of overachievement, and I said that all the way along. Last year was probably a little bit under, but it was a few bits we missed, to be honest. There was a few days where I didn't do videos, and I kind of learnt from that. This year it's just a horrible run for the last 9 weeks. If you go back to November last year, we made over 500. We made a small profit in December. That profit is almost double what we've lost in the last 9 weeks, right? So for anyone who's following that long, and if you've been sticking to the plan, It's not like people have lost loads of money, but anyone who's joined in the last few months has done if they've been, depending on whatever they're staking. So yeah, it's my long and rambly kind of, I'm feeling not very enthused about what I'm doing on the channel. I am, as I've said for quite a while, going on a break at the end of next Saturday. So after this video, there is 5 more videos, I think, maybe 4, depends if any of the days might end up being no bet. So my plan is to do a video on Sunday night for Mondays, focusing at the Curragh. So the Curragh's Lincolnshire meeting that's often at a weekend is being moved to a Monday. So start of the flat season in Ireland. So Sunday night I'm expected to do a video, and then the usual for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, noting that some of the stuff next week doesn't look too interesting. I wanted to end on Lincoln Saturday. That's the plan. End on Lincoln Saturday. So Friday night for Lincoln Saturday. And yeah, actually interesting, the anti-post horse I talked about a while back for the Lincoln is still there. Metal Merchant at 50 to 1. If you go Paddy Power 5 places, that is the best place to put it on. As to whether it'll actually turn up in a week's time, I don't know yet. We'll have to see what when the direct declarations come out. I think Monday. I think there's a declaration stage Monday, so we'll see. So as far as Saturday goes, I had some choices. I could have chosen to not do anything at all because I wasn't really feeling in a frame of mind that I've got any sort of confidence with the selections I'm putting out. I could have done that. Definitely got a clear horse of the day. I could have just come and just put out the one horse of the day. What I've decided to do is put the horse of the day into a bet. So I've got a Canadian, one main horse, excuse me, with 4 others who are all shorties by my standard. So it is a £7 bet on Saturday. As far as the stats say, we're 88 down for the week. So the worst ever week by a mile was the York Ebor Festival of 2022, where we were over 100 down for the week. So second worst week ever at the moment is what we're looking at. We've got to 160 minus for the month after that, which is absolutely looking like it could be the worst ever month, but we've got 6 videos to sort it out. What was that? Yeah, so yeah, 330 down for the year, 160 for the month, 88 for the week. Grim. So you know all the stats. I'll show you my bet in a minute, and you can decide what you want to do with it. Whether you want to follow it, bet it, laugh at it, whatever you want to do. Right? Cheltenham's hard. It is always hard, and there's always winners and losers, and there's always a lot more losers than there are winners. Yeah. There we go. So let me spin through what happened at Cheltenham. I'll do the quick review, but it was grim. What was it? 48 on in total, 40 at Cheltenham, 8.25 back. So no good. And then in here we had a non-runner and a place that only paid out for Sky, Paddy and Betway. So that was that. And then no good. That was the heartbreaker. Got done on the line. It looked for all of the world it was going to hold on to win, and then just almost stopped and got done on the line, which would have been, at least it would have added a little bit of respect to the Friday returns. It wouldn't have got us in profit for Friday, but it would have been nice to have had what was an 18 to 1 winner. That was a non-runner. And then we had Brave Man's Games, 1 out the placings, Real Whacker no good, Shantou Flyer no good, and then none of those were good. What's Up Darling was a place for Sky only, and then therefore so if you roll that into the accumulators, that was that. So 48 on, 8.25 back, a loss of 39, that'd be nice, 39, 75, which was, I should have mentioned as well, sorry, that almost got there in the end. It was staying on in the donkeys to donkey races. It finished 5th, but it was very close to getting up on the line to get 3rd, but no good. and then all those three were sort of in prominent positions and all faded near the end, so there was nothing there. So yeah, 48 on, 8.25 back, a loss of 39.75. Statistically, the worst ever day on the channel. So worst day, second worst week we're looking at the moment, but that could change. And yeah, that's what it is, right? So what have I got to do? I'm going to spin you through the one bet I've got for Saturday, and then we're going to talk about Tips the League for those people who want to do Tips the League, and that includes the result of last week's Tips the League, because I haven't done that. Let me just get the right thing. I've got it on my phone to remind me. Okay. So, Saturday's bet. If you want it, it's here. This is the bet I'm doing. 2.10 Kempton, good luck charm, 7-1. 2.25 Uttoxeter, horse of the day. Glimpse of Gala, 40-1. I think it's a really, really great price. So that's horse of the day. And then we've got 3 shorties on the all-weather. 7.15 Southwell, Sassy Redhead, 15-2. 7.30 Wolves, Haku at 6s, and 8 o'clock Wolves, Trip to Rome 7s. Finished off with a couple of Wolverhampton horses on a Saturday. Just what everybody needed. 10p each way Canadian, and then a 50p each way single on Glimpse of Gala. I've not done singles on the others, and I've got a 40p each way treble on the bottom 3. So if the first 2 legs go down, if we can manage 3 places at the end, we might just about get our money back. That's kind of how the bet's designed. Sky are the best bookie for it. Paddy 365 joint second best. Then Hills, Betfair, Betfred, Unibet, Betway. That is the one and only bet for Saturday. Tips the League. Tips the League last week we had 57 entries, 12 made profit, 39 lost everything. Overall, it wasn't the best week, but well done to George Atkinson. Well done, George Atkinson. £65, top of the leaderboard. My memory serves that is your first time top of the leaderboard, so well done to George. And then second place, joint second place actually, Mike Fletcher, who's had an absolute zinging start to March. So well done, Mike, £55, along with Shannon O'Brien, also £55. So joint second. Then we've got 4th, Bilbo Baggins, 26. 5th, Alex Jackson, 21.63. And then we have kind of the rest of the top 10, joint 6th, Anthony Nailon, Lee, 6607, and John Hurahan. And then 9th, Account RH 6514, and then joint 10th. So there was technically top 11, Derek and Fraser. That is those. And then overall, if you go into the top 10, Shosman is still at the top, 320, hasn't played since week 2. Mike Fletcher is now catching up. He's on 281. So he's only about 40 quid behind after a great start to March. So Mike Fletcher 281, Des Gibbons third 275.90, and then we've got Samar Kevin, Adam Essat, Dominic Carver, John P 3500. They're all in the same positions. The only new entry into the top 10 was Shannon O'Brien, was in the top 10, back in the top 10 in 8th. And then we've got Mark Dash and Scott Harvey. That is the Tips League. If you want to enter the Tips League, you're new to the channel and you want to do the Tips League, it's a free competition with the only prize available is pride. So all of the rules and regulations are in a comment to this video pinned to the top. So please make sure you follow them. Key things are you can pick up to 3 horses. You have a 10-point bank. They have to be racers on ITV Racing today. That's 4 at Uttoxeter and 3 at Kempton. Entries got to be in by 2, and no multiples and no decimal points on your scores, as in on your staking plans. They've got to be like 2 each way, 3 each way, 4 on the nose, whatever. Not 0.5s or anything like that. So it's got to be whole points. Those are the rules. And then each week we do the leaderboard for each week and an overall. So we've got this week and next Saturday before we go on a break. So it's whoever is top of next Saturday will be top for a very long time until I return. So update in terms of on the break. Plan is still the same. Next Saturday will be my last day. Officially in terms of any regular schedule, I'm saying it's the last day for 6 months. I'm going to spend more time doing family things and fitness things. That is what I'm going to do. And YouTube's just taking up a bit too much of my time, to be honest. I really enjoy lots of it, not this week, I want to focus on the right things. So there may be the odd video where I pop up with something if I think it's particularly good, or I get with YouTube withdrawal symptoms. I'm also planning to do some more kind of how-to guide videos, kind of talking through form reading and that sort of stuff. So that is the plan. So the best way to keep in contact is to subscribe to the channel, then you'll know if a video comes back. What I am conscious of, and there was a question about the other day, is, in terms of the community that exists on the channel, I'm not intending to do anything to kind of carry that on for people to put their own selections. I thought about doing things, and I thought about setting up like some sort of extra chat group or something like that. I just want to mentally be away from kind of that kind of stuff, to be honest. Just to give myself a break. I've been at it over 2 years, and it's something I'm looking at every day. So even if I'm not making a video, I'm still looking at YouTube, and just kind of want the break from social media. I think it's a healthy thing to be doing. So unfortunately, what it does mean is the community will be dormant, and then when I come back, hopefully most of it will still be there. If it's not there, then life changes and we move on and we restart with whatever. I'm not going to be offering an alternative out there in terms of what you could do instead. So you feel free to trawl around YouTube or other places, or maybe you'll indeed enjoy having a break from horse racing channels on YouTube yourself. So that is that. I think that was all I was going to say on the video. So yes, we shall see how we get on Saturday. £7, adding it into the pile. Just gutting. And just to be really clear, I know I keep saying this, right? I know most people. Well, I don't know if people get it or not, right? With my own stuff, I'm just like, if this week gone badly, right? So I'm just all right with it, right? The pressure that exists when you do it on YouTube and everybody's watching, I'm actually quite looking forward to the 24th of March, where I'm going to be putting a bet on, and I'm not going to feel any compulsion to tell anybody about what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it myself. Obviously, I don't tell you about all the bets I'm placing, but the pressure of putting your things out there when it doesn't go well, and on here it goes well less than it goes right, but when it does go well, it goes really well. That's kind of the gig. That's how it works. So we make profit overall. But the losing runs can tire out, and this one's tiring me out. So I would absolutely love if we could end next week on a really, really good week. But there's nothing in the stars that says that is going to have to happen. So we could absolutely end on a bit of a whimper. So I'm glad I've said a long way out, I'm having a break, rather than people just think I've run off into the hills or gone to my man cave or whatever it might be. Because I've been planning this for some time. It takes its toll. It really does. You'll see plenty of folk on YouTube come and go and not deal very well with the pressure of the losing runs. It's not like the negative comments. I don't get so bothered about stuff like that, to be honest. It's the pressure I have on myself and the responsibility I feel of doing something like this. Particularly when I'm saying openly, I'm trying to help people. I can't help people when I'm losing, can I? That doesn't help anybody. Right. Enough about. I'll put my violin away, folks. All right. Okay. So let's get into Saturday with 2 horses at Wolverhampton to finish us off. Hooray! They'll be heroes, won't they? Okay. I will see you, I think, then Sunday night for potentially a bet at the Curragh for Monday. And to be honest, I'm quite looking forward to the flat, because the jumps this winter, the jumps have not been kind to me. Done okay in Ireland, the UK not been my friend. I've been just not finding as much stuff at all. So it is what I mean. The markets are harder, right? So interesting. I said all week, I'll take SP for Cheltenham because it's easier and it's fair and it's transparent. The reality was. so many of the prices actually got contracted, the over round figures, and for those of you who follow that sort of stuff, we're getting a bit tight at the end now. I think because the bookies were having a hard week in places because of some of the shorties going in, they really weren't giving you any leeway. The better prices were available in the morning. There wasn't many horses getting pushed out. More horses got in, so the overround figure was worse. So it was a worse time to put a bet on before the race than it was at 9 o'clock in the morning. And usually you'd think they're sort of still for in the markets. They give it a bit tighter by SP, gets better, and it's not how I saw it happening this week. All right, I'll be back Sunday night. 5 more days to go, or 5 more videos to go, and I shall be all out of your hair. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye.